UFC Fight Night Bonfim vs Brown is underway on Saturday, and today I am going to give my full card predictions. So, kicking the night off, we have Miles Johns versus Daniel Marcos, a competitive matchup in the bantamweight division. Daniel Marcos, in his last fight, lost to Montel Jackson, but it was a competitive fight. And Miles Johns is on back-to-back losses to Felipe Lima and Gene Matsumoto. I'm going to be picking Daniel Marcos. I feel like he's just beaten better comp than Miles Johns. I feel like he'll be able to pick his shots at range while they're standing, and if Miles Johns starts swinging too wildly, Daniel Marcos will be able to capitalize off the big swings and misses and secure a takedown or two. So giving me Daniel Marcos by a decision. Next up, we have Tisha Pennington versus Denise Gomes. I am picking Denise Gomes. Now, I initially did not know that Tisha Pennington was the shorter opponent. So that's why, at first, when this fight was announced, I was picking Tisha Pennington. But, well, to my surprise, Denise Gomes is actually taller than her. I just thought Tisha Pennington was taller than she was. But yeah, I'm picking Denise Gomes. She's just looked better recently. She has knockout power in her hands, and she does have a good ability to mix in the grappling. And she's just younger. I feel like she's hungrier. Tisha Pennington, she's been in the UFC for a little bit. She's 36. Denise Gomes is 25. Gomes is just getting closer to her prime years. Tisha Pennington's nearing the end of her career. So, yeah, I'm probably picking Denise Gomes. Next up, just Hokit. I'm picking Hokit. He's minus 400. I've very little interest in this matchup, but whatever. So, yeah, give me Hokit. Next up, Mayra Bueno Silva versus Jacqueline Cavalcanti. I am going with the underdog here in Mayra Bueno Silva. I know that she is on a 3-fight losing skid, but it is all against better competition than Cavalcanti herself. Against Raquel Pennington, Macy Chiasson, and Jasmine Jasdavicius. While they're standing on the feet, I feel like Bueno Silva will be able to hold her own, and she'll be able to land a couple power shots of her own, and she will be able to mix in the grappling, and she will get her takedowns. So, yeah, give me Mayra Bueno Silva to pull off the upset via mixing up her game. Next up, a very good matchup in the bantamweight division between Ricky Simone and Raoni Barcelos. Raoni Barcelos coming off 2 impressive back-to-back wins against Cody Garbrandt and Peyton Talbot, who are both taller, rangy strikers whose specialties aren't exactly in the grappling realm. I am picking Ricky Simone to get it done. Raoni Barcelos was able to beat Peyton Talbot and Cody Garbrandt by being the far better grappler, and Raoni Barcelos won't hold a very big advantage in the grappling against Ricky Simone. In fact, maybe Ricky Simone is a better grappler than Raoni Barcelos. And while they're standing on the feet, I feel like Ricky Simone has the knockout power to... I feel like he can finish, honestly. And plus, Raoni Barcelos, she is 38. I know he is a crafty vet, but I mean, he is pushing 40. So, yeah, I'm picking Ricky Simone. I feel like I'd feel more comfortable picking him to win a decision, but I can honestly see him pulling off the finish. So, yeah, and plus, he's fought, well, slightly better overall comp for a longer time. All right, moving up. Haider Amil versus Jamal Emmers. I am picking Haider Amil to win this one. Now, Jamal Emmers, his last loss was a year ago against Nate Landwehr, who's a marauder, and now he's fighting a marauder who's got better technique than Nate Landwehr. And Jamal Emmers, since 2020, he's kind of seemed like a win one, lose one fighter. Like, ever since his loss to Giga Chikadze back in 2020, he's always gone on to win a fight and then lose a fight. Back to back to back, back to back. So, yeah, and he's coming off a win. I'm picking Hyder Emil. He's a marauder. He's in his prime. Oh, no, actually, he's 35. Wow. I thought Hyder Emil was a lot younger than 35. I'm surprised. Won't matter. I'm picking Hyder Emil to win it via marauding all over the place. Alright, moving up to the main card. We got the fight of the night here, ladies and gentlemen. Christian Leroy Duncan versus Marco Tulio. Now, looking at both of them in their last fights, Marco Tulio put up a beatdown on Trishan Gore, and Chris in CLD destroyed Eric Anders and finished him inside of, I believe it was the first round, with the spinning back elbow, if I am correct. Close fight, very tough fight. I'm picking Christian Leroy Duncan. I feel like he's more experienced against better comp. I know Marco Tulio has grappling in his tool bag, but the thing is, I just don't think he's physically imposing enough to be able to really, like, destroy CLD in the grappling exchanges. And plus CLD, he is taller than him. I feel like CLD will be able to kind of catch Marco Tulio coming in with good counters. I feel like he's going to use his footwork very well, and I can only imagine that since time has passed from the Armin Petrosian loss, where he only lost that fight because of the grappling, and the Gregory Rodriguez loss, I can only imagine that he has slightly improved in his grappling game. Close fight, I can see it going either way. Maybe Marco Tulio lands a crazy shot upstairs and puts him away, but I'm feeling more safe predicting CLD to get this one done. And plus, he's fought better comp. I feel like he'll know how to handle himself when faced with the pressure of Marco Tulio. Next up, Chris Padilla versus Ismael Bonfim. I am going with Ismael Bonfim. I feel like he's the better striker, and Chris Padilla, I just don't think he's going to be able to get the takedowns going. Ismael Bonfim is pretty solid in the grappling, and as long as they're standing, they're in Ismael Bonfim's world. Yeah, I'm picking Ismael Bonfim to get it done. Probably a decision. I don't know. I don't really know if he gets a finish. I don't know. Maybe. Give me Ismael Bonfim by decision. Next up, we got the Kung Fu Master, Muslim Salikov versus Uros Medic. Give me Salikov. I know he's 41, but he still looks good. And plus, Uros Medic, he's very chinny. He did get dropped in his last fight. I know he got the KO, but in the opening seconds, he did get dropped by... I mean, can you even name the dude he was fighting? Yeah. And plus, he did get dropped and rocked, like, I think twice against Matthew Semmelsberg a couple years ago. And Muslim Salikov, he's very well-versed in the striking, and he's powerful. I feel like Muslim Salikov will be able to catch Uros Medic at the end of an exchange with a crafty strike. Muslim Salikov is a very crafty strike game. So, yeah, give me Muslim Salikov to win it. Probably by KO. Alright, next up, we got the co-main event. Matt Schnell versus Joseph Morales. Kind of a close fight, I think, but I'm picking Joseph Morales. He's younger, he's hungry. The kind of fighters who have beaten Matt Schnell have been able to hurt him on the feet and then take him down and submit him. Joseph Morales, he is a bit of a marauder when on the feet. So he could be able to rock match now with a shot or a wild exchange, hurt him, possibly drop him, maybe get him down, and he'll be able to submit him because he does have a pretty good grappling game. But I don't think it'll be I think this could be a competitive fight, but I just feel like Joseph Morales is the better pick, just simply because I think he's hungrier, and yeah, I think he's just closer to his prime. So, yeah, give me Joseph Morales. And moving on, we have the main event of the evening, Gabriel Bonfim versus Randy Brown. I'm picking Randy Brown to get this one done. Now, in Randy Brown's last fight, he KO'd Nicholas Dalby in what was a wild exchange. And in Gabriel Bonfim's last fight, he's coming off a debatable decision win over Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, where he got rocks in that fight. And Randy Brown, we obviously know he's more powerful than Wonderboy Thompson. I feel like Gabriel Bonfim is a little bit of an overrated grappler. I don't think he's that good, and I feel like Randy Brown is I just feel like he'll be able to handle himself in the grappling exchanges, and as long as they're on the feet, Randy Brown will pick him apart. And he might get a KO. I can see Randy Brown getting an early KO. He could catch Gabriel Bonfim with something fast, something sharp, something he didn't see coming, and dropping him and possibly stopping him. Or maybe, if this fight goes to a decision, it'll be Randy Brown picking apart Gabriel Bonfim while they're on the feet, landing good hard shots, and maybe Gabriel Bonfim gets a takedown at the end of the round or the last 2 minutes and holds him down, but it won't be enough for him to win the round. So maybe Randy Brown gets the decision, maybe an early KO. Who knows? Maybe Gabriel Bonfim submits him, but I feel it's more likely that Randy Brown will be able to get the victory here. So yeah, give me Randy Brown to win the main event by an early KO. Early KO. Maybe a decision, but I don't know. Early KO Randy Brown. Yep, that is those are my full card predictions. You're about to see me go 11-0, and yeah, see you then.